The void, but somehow different this time.
Surprised I can pull you into this place? The outsider marked me long ago. I made you flee your precious tower and turned your father into cold stone. How difficult for you. But when I was young, sweet Jessamine and I were close as sisters, sharing a secret. Emperor Kaldwin had another daughter, born in shame to a kitchen maid.
Am I dreaming? If not, how is Delilah doing this?
I told you when you're older. Perhaps next year.
You said that last year. Jessamine is younger than me, and she's a court every day.
Jessamine is, well, it's complicated. We'll understand someday.
What did I do? I'll be good. I swear.
Next year, I promise.
Jessamine and I played games in the tower, but at night I'd go back to the servants' quarters to cockroaches and thin gruel. Emperor Daddy would visit and tell me if I was good. Next year I'd be old enough to come to court to be a princess. Then one day, pretty Jessamine broke something worth a fortune, and the spy master caught us. She claimed I did it, and he whipped me in the garden house until I bled. My mother lost her kitchen job, and that night we were out on the streets with no place to sleep.
I didn't forget.
Would you like to tell me who did?
We were just playing.
Emily, Jessica. Who is your account?
It was her. Delilah's life. She broke it.
I saw the nastiest parts of Dunwall, ending up in debtor's prison. Jessamine died quick on an assassin's blade, but my mother lingered for weeks after a fat guard broke her jaw. They threw me out when she died. I looked up at the lights of Dunwall Tower and swore revenge. Washing bedsheets in a brothel, I painted on the side, until Anton Sokolov took me as a student. That's the polite word for it. I was crafty even before the outsider marked me, and survived the worst the Empire could offer. Now, it's your turn.
My mother's sick. She needs help.
Your mother kicked off while you were out begging. She's another bag of bones now, girl.
What? No!
The sentence is served and she'll be tossed out with the others. You can't stay here anymore.
It's hard to know whether my dear old aunt is telling the truth or not. When I saw what they'd done to Anton Sokolov, I wanted to hurt everyone who'd helped Delilah and the Duke of Serkonos pull off their coup. Sokolov is the man who made whale oil into a weapon, who turned back the plague, and now he's barely able to speak. The hands that painted the most powerful men and women of our time shake too badly to hold a spoon. When he does talk, he's going to give me a name. The next step along the way to Duke Luca Abel, then Delilah herself. A name. That's all I need. Mother? That wasn't a dream, was it?
Am I to blame for Delilah's bitterness?
All this is her doing, and she'll die for it.
Our decisions have weight. I feel my time drawing to an end soon.
Anton, you've had 3 days to rest. Tell me how to kill Delilah.
They tortured him. His body is covered with bruises.
Delilah has the throne, and my father is missing. This is Anton Sokolov, the greatest mind in the Empire.
No, Emily. Megan is right. I can make electricity move from one side of the room to the other, but Delilah is beyond my understanding. When I came to Sarkonos, I meant to leave everything behind. But when the assassination started, I couldn't ignore it. By the time Megan and I connected the murders to the Duke, it was too late. The Crown Killer came for me. It kept me alive from my knowledge, but I saw things. Jindosh often had a visitor, Brianna Ashworth.
She's the curator of the Royal Conservatory.
Yes, Ashworth is dangerous, as obsessed with the occult as Delilah. Apparently, she's working on a device called the Oraculum.
There's more to her than either of you know.
If Ashworth is one of Delilah's lieutenants, I need to eliminate her. Who knows what this device is capable of, or what she's up to.
We'll take the skiff. I don't want to bring the dreadful whale any closer than we have to. There is a small dock in Syria Gardens, close to the conservatory. That's as far as I can take you. Ready to go?
Yes, let's go.
There will be a Grand Guard presence outside the Royal Conservatory. Inside, be prepared for anything. Ashworth runs with an eclectic crowd. They'll be the real danger.
Someday I'd like to know more about how you met Ashworth.
I know you would. Trust me. Ashworth is important to Delilah. Which brings up something else. You might be able to exploit the Abbey of the Everyman in removing Ashworth from play. Turns out the Vice Overseer in Karnaca has been watching Ashworth from a hidden outpost near the Royal Conservatory. Check it out first if you want more options. Remember, if she's still working with Delilah, Ashworth is a grave threat.
Thanks, Megan. See you soon.
thought the old Duke via Dennis outlawed Underwood export to protect the trees.
I can't keep track of all the decrees. My client's refurbishing her gazebo, adding an exotic southern touch.
I don't get it. When I went to Dunwall, I brought back a Rivercross shovel to use as an ashtray. Because it reminds me of good times. But what's the point of buying wood from a country you never visited?
Lady Shersha has money, so she gets the wood she wants.
You up for a beer later?
Sure.
Huh?
Today's your lucky day, madam. It's the day you get to meet Pirate Betty in person. Time to pay the price if you want to live.
Never heard of her. Oh, wait! Someone's shooting at us!
Welcome to my shop. Say, an acquaintance of mine is supposed to be holed up in an office overlooking the Royal Conservatory. Check on them if you're headed that way. I'd check myself, but the streets are locked down. I'd make it worth your time.
I'll think about it.
See anything you like? Welcome back. Please, take your time. No need to wrap it for you, I suppose.
What's going on here?
Did I imagine that? No, I'm sure.
Did you hear that?
if the rumors are true about the crypt. A request for new boots, and what did I get? A sock. One useless sock.
So let's see. What was it?
Wait
Now
for
have
my
a look
signal!
around.
At your command! Let me show you how I got my stripes! You hide your face, coward! That's it! Let's go! Look at me then! I'm wiping off your blood. No! Oh no! Don't let them bite you! Take this! Come here and fight! Ready? This shouldn't take long. Think you're clever, huh? Come on! Come on! No! No! At last. Damn you! I've been fighting scum like you since I put on the youth.
As you were.
Brothers and sisters of my blood, and all the little people who make this great city turn the law. This is the Duke.
So let's see. What was it? Let's have a look like that.
Nothing here? Our rightful ruler, Delilah Caldwin, first of her name. May she reign forever.
I wonder who that was.
Traitors who questioned her claim to the throne. Morally, Tyria, treasonous nation skulking in the cold gloomy north.
I'll be damned!
What was that? Fuck was that explosion?
What's going on here? So let's see. What was it? I'll have a look around.
What's that smell? Is it the fountain?
Yeah, the water gets nasty sometimes.
You're so dead. For mercy. You won't get away, you little shit!
People of Karnaka, this is the Duke. Some of you have questioned the stricter mining quotas and the new taxes being levied by the Grand Circoning Guard. Let me answer all of this rousing at once. Disloyalty and sedition will not be tolerated.
This won't take long.
Stop until he has turned every bit of this land silver into shiny coin. I asked double the number of mine workers. He did it. No question. No complaint.
Look at you, leaving a trail of bloody boot prints across this dying city. Brianna Ashworth would have been miserable as a member of high society, forced to wed some bloated banker. Her only moments of real freedom, getting drunk at fancy balls, and slipping away to couple with strangers. It would have ended in an unhappy marriage and a late-night plunge into an icy river. But just before Mother and Father married her off, so many years ago, she found Delilah instead. It was all highways and graveyards after that, never looking back. Vice Overseer Byrne is an ambitious man, but he believes in the Abbey's mission, protecting the good people of the Empire against the likes of us. You know he'd be happier deep down if this ended with Brianna Ashworth's head on a spike. Maybe yours as well.
to find out how a sword through the heart wasn't enough to kill our new Empress, Delilah.
The smell, the constant... Huh? This is a fine nest, my dears.
Coming back, it doesn't seem possible, that's all.
My dear Orlando, some people see doors where you and I only see walls.
Jindosh was tiresome. How does this even work? This looks important. I wonder what it does.
I'll grind your skull into a very fine powder and drink it with tea!
Shot.
What? Hard time on my you're so dead. Now I'll be here. No! Now isn't this surprise? If the outside and see what I can do. Come back here. Give it. I'll paint you. And with your blood. Here to there.
If I can sabotage Ashworth's communion device, she'll be powerless.
Something crafted by apostate hands. I see stains under the fingernails. Long, fine fingernails. Not blood, no, not wine either. It is the ink from a squid. A squid caught in the cold, cold waters above the world. The western corner of Tibia, by sailors from Legon. Caught on a long line of red silk, drawn up from the dark waters below. No, not useful. Not useful at all, but I see the long, lovely hands again, stained by the ink, raising the knife above a box made of colored paper. I cannot see what is contained within, but the King of Morley is there, in the room with the others, while his queen sleeps in their bed.
Mother, would I even be in this situation if you'd lived?
Jindosh die. More to give us. Sokolov was taken. You're not part of my coven. Why? I speak to you. No! You hear the stars from the sky, murderer!
new moon. We almost had you once, 15 years ago. Cost you everything. Tendrils of my passion. Oh look, your pretty little minions prepare me. We need to stop her now. You're afraid of you didn't. This is the last place you should have come. This explains why the woman home. I'll play the skin of your skull. We have uses for a pretty face. Swallowing blood, I'll have your eye clarified with my mind. You've no idea who we are. I squeeze this trigger and you pass into the...
As if you could ever hide your face from me, Emily. Little Black Sparrow, free from your cage at last.
Brianna Ashworth is dead.
Spoiled child! You had no right! Born into a silk-padded cradle, you'll never understand what she meant to me.
And everything you've stolen? All the lives you've ruined?
It should have been mine to begin with. Everything that's happened is wrong. But don't you worry, I'm going to make it all better.
Give me back my throne and my father.
Come and take them, girl. I welcome you to my tower.
Ashworth's journal might tell me more about why Delilah can't be killed. That set of lenses could be switched with the lenses in the device.
After the assassin died, her magic was lost, and the coven scattered. I made a new life in Karnaca. Then I heard her whispering from the void, leading me to the Duke, who heard those same whispers. Together we worked to bring Delilah back to the world, changing the Empire from the...
Oh no! Don't let them bite you!
Catch me if you can!
I've got just the thing for you! Come on! No running! I'm not... Come on, let's finish this! Someone help!
Come in, my friend. Welcome back. I see you found the prototype.
Your acquaintance didn't make it.
It is a risky line of work, I'm afraid, but let's not dwell. I expect you'll be interested in payment. First your finder's fee, of course, and if you like, I can draw up some schematics based on the prototype, something you can use to modify your tools. And as a token of my appreciation, a discount at the shop.
A fair deal.
Come in, my friend. Always a delight to see you. I'm certain you will be satisfied with your purchase. An excellent choice. Please visit again soon.
Sure.
So it's done.
Ashworth won't be a problem anymore.
Good. But Emily, there's something else. Back when I lived in Dunwall, I did things that I'm not proud of.
Isn't that a requirement for citizenship?
What I've got to say is not a joke. I knew Delilah and Ashworth. Bought into their bullshit. Which led me down a bad road. To be honest, before all this, I thought Delilah dead. I don't want to get into it right now. But I felt like you should know. There are things I regret.
You never know who to trust, do you?
Everybody makes mistakes, Empress. You'll have to tell me all your secrets someday. Are you ready to leave now?